Okay, the next play is the class project from one of my Theater 2 classes. We combined this year our playwriting assignment and our play production assignment into kind of a semester-long thing. The students in that class were put in pairs, and each pair was given the assignment of writing a play. And they were given a prop, a line of dialogue, and a type of play to write. And they each wrote a play, and then they put on staged readings of those plays for my advanced theater students, who then chose one of those plays to be performed for you tonight. The type of play that you're about to see is what we call a comedy of manners. And the title of the play is Garbed in Black and Pearls. And it was written by two students you'll see on stage, or one student you'll see on stage, another student who's doing our lights and sound. So without further ado, I now present Garbed in Black and Pearls, written by Emma Erickson and Kayla Knoll. Thank you.
Tonight. Please, have a seat. Thank you for coming to the service tonight. It is a delight to see so many faces here to honor the passing of Martha O'Malley. As is custom, we will begin her funeral with a few words from her close friends and families. Our sister Mariam will now come to the stand.
Martha and I were very close as sisters, especially in our golden years. We spent most of our time together. There's often times where we talk about our daily lives, reminiscing about our childhood. As we grew older, we never grew apart. We were wed to two wealthy gentlemen, and our bond only seemed to grow. I still miss her now that she's gone. Thank you, Martha, for blessing me with your generous and beautiful life. Now, I must say goodbye.
Thank you, Mariam, for the lovely speech. Would anyone else who like to take his spare?
I'll go. Well, as you know, I'm Harold, and Martha is was my mother. She and I were both very interested in music. She never could play since it was improper for a young lady to learn back in her day. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Not that my mother was a dog. Anyhow, I would play out the piano for her. No one ever used it but me. I suppose it was something for decoration. Something to make you look good, but with no real emotional value. Like a chandelier or a charity donation. She would say I was like the Mozart of our family. I do hate to brag. I miss my mother terribly, and I think I relied on her for much of my self-worth. I think I'm going to miss that too.
Thank you, Howard. Anyone else who wants to take a spin?
Sorry I'm late, everybody. I just got off the plane from America. Are we doing speeches? I can go now if it's like, all right. Hi, I'm Gloria, and Martha was like my mom. She and I were always vacationing together. I remember that time we went exploring in that like rainforest and we discovered that rare bird everyone thought was like extinct. Well, if it wasn't then it definitely is now, considering we got hungry. Yeah. We would always go shopping too. We were material girls after all. A lady has to keep up with her appearance. And with all that money, it wasn't like very hard to do. Thank you.
Gloria, why are you talking with that accent? I'm fairly certain this entire family's from London. Would anyone else who wants to go now speak now or forever hold your peace? Wait, wrong reception, sorry.
Hey, Peter, why don't you go?
I don't want to go. I wouldn't know what to say.
This is my son, Peter. He will go next.
Auntie grew lovely roses. She had a goldfish too. That thing swam in the pond. It grew the size of a lapdog. I wonder where it is now. Might have been in a sushi dish at the Chesapeake Head. It was delicious. I miss you, Auntie Martha. My sweet auntie. Oh, auntie! The woman who bothered me! It's gone!
Thank you, Peter. I think that was everyone, right?
You're forgetting the most important speech, mine.
Who are you all of a sudden? Most important speech. Ha!
I'm the lawyer. That's who I am. I hold every penny of Mrs. O'Malley's wealth in my hand.
My apologies. Please, have a seat.
What on earth are you doing?
I only meant to do the charity thing. Pull the seat up for you. I'm sorry.
Now, let's see what Martha left for you. It was a total shock when I got the call and was told she had been in the accident. Who could have known that taking a 20-foot dive into a pool full of gold coins would be the equivalent of taking a 20-foot dive into the hard concrete? It is now my duty to speak on her behalf and read to you who will. Let's begin. To my sister, Miriam, I leave my jewelry and whatever is left in my safe at this time.
Yes.
To my son, Harold, of my kin. Peter?
Pardon?
I leave my childhood home. You'll find Rufus buried in the garden. As for my money, every bit of it goes to the nearest shelter for the homeless. I don't want a penny of it spent anywhere else.
Oh my God! Why would she do a thing like that? The money should belong to the family.
Maybe it's like a typo.
No, has to be the lawyer's doing. She might have changed it for her own sick pleasure.
What? Sir, you must have been drinking. I would never do such a thing. And even if I did, wouldn't I give myself whatever money she had? I gain nothing from giving it to the homeless.
What didn't I have been drinking? I had been drinking. What of it?
Is that seriously the only thing you got out of what I just said?
Perhaps we shouldn't be quick to judge. It is, after all, a very kind thing to do.
Please, you act like some saint. Don't tell me you never thought of taking a peek at that donations church at the directions box at the church.
I don't know what you're implying. I would never take from the needy. And I don't see nothing matter to giving money to the poor.
You know, I'm not finished reading yet. As for after eulogies, I am pleased to ask that my family celebrate in the most wild of manners, dance in the street, and absolutely party. I ask that they let down their walls and have one last hurrah for my sake. Just because we act proper doesn't mean we have to be total prudes. I then ask, with whatever money I have set aside for personal reasons, I have a real Viking's funeral. My mother's side was Swedish, and I wish to represent my culture. Lay me on a board and set me off into the sea with a burning arrow shot into my heart. If that is not possible, then use my money and put me into a rocket. If I can't leave this earth in a traditional manner, then I'll leave this earth in a spacecraft.
But I enjoy a good party, but even I know what to say when, but that's just mad! Why, Utter?
Don't shoot the messenger. We've had enough death already.
Now, wait a second. My mother wouldn't do something like that. It has to be a mistake. To be set aflame? How embarrassing. Maybe the rocket would be like a better option.
And dancing like drunks, she would never. We would never. Oh, I'm not the one to jump to conclusions, but perhaps Gloria's right, and there has been some sort of a mistake.
It has Martha O'Malley's name right there along with her signature.
Well, there's no way we'd do a thing like that. We are above such things as O'Malley's. And if she asks us to do it, that's a dumb thing for her to ask.
Perhaps it is her wish to be set off that way. Wouldn't you want this fulfilled thus for her? It is only right.
What is right to you is so not right to this family, and that's what truly matters here. Not your teachings and not your morals, but the proper etiquette of all class. You know nothing of wealth and financial success.
Who are you to say who we are, Miriam? If Mother wanted to be like set aflame or whatever, then that's who she was. Maybe she just wasn't the person you thought she was.
I'm confused. Weren't we raised that way?
Maybe you were raised that way with your bright cow of a mother, but if this is what Martha wanted, then that's who she was. We may need to respect her wishes and move on.
Martha was there for me more than Miriam ever was. Maybe I know her just as well as you.
Hey, I don't see why everyone is so upset about this. It's one party. It's not like she's asked you to turn all of your lives around.
One party could ruin our reputation. Don't you see? It's so hard in this town to make anything with no publicity.
Then you are at least aware that the partying isn't really necessary. It's not like you'll be sent to prison if you don't celebrate somehow. Oh, no, you must not have known that. Apparently all you know about is wealth and financial success.
Okay, listen.
Don't you touch me!
Stop shouting! This is a holy place. Respect the pace.
You shut your trap. I had enough of you.
Quiet!
Look at you fighting like commoners on the street. Have you forgotten who you are? You are O'Malley's. You disgrace that name by your actions now. Each syllable you're throwing at each other and at me. Each word not only degrades the individual you throw it at, but degrades yourselves as well. You're so quiet now. Speak up. What do you have to say for yourselves?
Well, what do we do?
We don't fall through with it, of course.
I think we should. It was her wish.
Nonsense.
Why not? One night of fun.
Enough! What's it going to be?
A compromise.
A compromise? How so?
Well, like I said, it's not illegal to not go through with some sort of celebration. However, it seems that Martha's children feel it's against their morals to ignore said request. Perhaps a small party, here, in private, would suffice.
A drinking toast wouldn't be so bad. So, what do you think, Harold?
I suppose we could settle for that. Gloria?
Yeah, but like, what about the money?
The money goes to the homeless shelter. There's no changing that.
And what about the Viking funeral? Isn't that like a little outrageous?
The already prepared burial would suffice, but with fireworks, not burning arrows.
Fireworks?
For after, of course.
It's settled. Shall we start with the toast?
No thanks. I brought my own.
Peter, about what you said earlier, that I wasn't present for you.
Oh, Mariam. What's done is done. I've shed enough tears for today, and I think with this argument, we could have shed some blood too.
A toast to Martha.
To Martha.
Want some?
Oh no, I couldn't drink straight like all.
What do you think? We can compromise. Remember?
Well, we can't let any sparklers in the parlor, so let's go outside for the remainder of this and like celebrate.
Woohoo! Let's come on then. Great.
Wait a minute! There's more to the wheel here!
It's gonna be great.
I know that my family has never gotten along, and this fact has always saddened me greatly. I'm tired of the bickering and the judgment. Families may not always be perfect, but they should at least love each other. I've been unsure as to how I could possibly get them to coexist. They are all quite stubborn. So I decided that they need a little push. I don't really care whether I'm set on fire or not. That was all a ruse, so I could